Good evening. I'm back after a 3-day weekend, and I'm going to get into one last game of practice before I get into duels. Now, I think I am definitely ready to get back into playing duels, and I'll certainly get a video up tomorrow of me doing that. But for now, I feel like the best thing I really need to do is just practice one more time. So I'm going to get into another game here on the world map. No moving, and hopefully I didn't forget anything. Right away, very flat. Windmills everywhere. I think most people would probably think the Netherlands on this one, and I am too. Um, for me, it's the trees on either side of the road. I believe that those are very common in the Netherlands. And yeah, I mean, the sun is apparently in the south, so I'm not getting a curveball thrown at me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with that one. And yep, Netherlands it was. That was perfect. Great start to the video. Well, I mean, I'm definitely in North America. It's either U.S. or Canada. This looks like it's a +1 area code. I think that should probably be the United States. I do not recognize a 506 area code. Doesn't necessarily look like a lot of places I've seen in the US. I'm just looking for that last bit of confirming evidence. This looks peculiar to me. Um, okay, so I do think that this puts us in Canada. And the reason I'm saying that is because in the United States, I don't think we would see a CH on any of our signs. Um, I don't know what the word for road is in French, but it could be something that starts with a CH and AV. I would assume it's Avenida or something like that. Um, I do think I'm in the northeast of Canada on this one. Probably Quebec or New Brunswick. Now, I do think that if it were Quebec, it might just be entirely in French. But I do see English on these signs here. I'm going to go up here in New Brunswick. Wow. Okay, that was awesome. Okay, great guess. But that is also something that I studied or I picked up on in a video. I mean, I would not have been able to guess that had I not learned it someplace. Overall, though, I mean, I can't be any more happy with that guess. I mean, that was excellent. I'm very happy with that. I mean, I'm off to a great start here. This one's definitely different for me. Driving on the left, and that's just about all I know. I can't read. Can't read anything to give me an idea of what language it might be. All I really have to go on. What's this over here? Okay, that looks to be some kind of East Asian language. Now we are low to the ground, but I don't see like blockier cars or anything or yellow license plates. Anything to put me in Japan. There's definitely enough information on the screen that I should be able to guess this. Very flat. At least it's flat here with some mountains over here. Um, I'm thinking this could potentially be Taiwan. But it's also hard for me to get off of the Japan idea, just because the car is so low to the ground. But I've never seen any kind of coverage like this car anywhere in Japan, so I'm thinking it might not be on that information alone. Taiwan comes to mind, and then I suppose it could be South Korea, but I don't know what side of the road they drive on. So certainly a good thing I'm doing a practice round before getting into duels because I think this one actually should be easy. I just don't know. I don't know enough about some parts of the world. Can I trust that that looks like it's Korean? I don't know. It looks. Yeah, I mean, it's just very blurry. Okay, I got to go on a roll of the dice here. It also does not appear to be Korean. So I think it's a 50-50 between Japan and I was drawing a blank there because I'm second guessing myself, thinking I don't think they drive on the left in Taiwan. It's against yeah, I don't think it could be Korean. I mean, so I think just as a deductive reasoning here, based on what I'm seeing, I think I really have no choice but to go with Japan. I mean, the car is low to the ground. I'm driving on the left. I can't make this language out, but it is perhaps Japanese. I don't see any thing that would be like indicative of the Korean language. Even this writing here. I mean, usually you would see characters with more of a circle shape to it. Um, I'm gonna plop it in Japan here. I think I took a while on that one, but I mean this is quite difficult. Wow. Okay, so off to a very good start. Took me a while to get through that one. I don't think I would have had that much time in a duel, but there was quite a lot of information that I needed to draw from that before I came to that conclusion. I mean, a little bit rusty. I mean, I haven't been playing too much, but the more I thought about it, the more I started ruling out some of my other guesses that I did have, and I had to settle on Japan. I'm happy that one paid off, but as always, I mean, just got to keep working and keep studying so that I can get those rounds a little bit faster in the future. The sun feels like it's in the south, but yeah, I think it's coming more south. Should put me in the northern hemisphere if that's true, but I don't really trust that. Because to me, I see these white painted on the bottom. Now I know that I think in Brazil they do that on the telephone poles. I'm not sure if they do that on trees or if this is just simply decoration, but um, I do think this is Central or South America, though. I should say Latin America, just in general. Yeah, where though? I mean, this round is definitely almost impossible, I think, for me to guess correctly. Looking for looking for language, anything. I need some sort of confirming evidence because, unfortunately for me, even these polls and all, I can't tell exactly where I am. Although I think the sun is south, so if my hunch is correct, and I am in yeah, Latin America. I mean, I don't see like a European style license plate on here. I'm thinking maybe it is perhaps Mexico. So see these red satellite dishes. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen these before. I wonder if that's potentially a meta that would help me guess exactly where I am just based on whatever company sells those satellites. I don't feel like I'm in Mexico either. And it could be, but who's to say that I'm not, northern Ecuador, or I think Panama's got some coverage now. Um, there are even, I think, the Dominican Republic might have some coverage as well. It doesn't look too tropical though. So I think I'm just going to hedge it. I think I'm someplace in Latin America. I don't know where. I'm gonna guess in Mexico here. Geez. Okay. Well, the luck keeps on coming. That was an extraordinary guess. I think I just got it off of a hedge. I didn't really have a reason why I went there other than I felt like it might be there, and I didn't have any other options. Now I did. I was able to reason that I was in the northern hemisphere, and I didn't see the yellow license plates like would be in Colombia. I don't think you'd see that in Colombia, and I'm not too familiar with anywhere else really. I feel like that was my only option that in a country that would have enough coverage to put me in that part of the world. So I'll take it though. I mean, that's definitely really good. Just gotta hope I have that much time in a duel. And the last one to see if I can keep the good times rolling. Um, Maybe not. Okay, so I know I'm in Europe based on this license plate, and it's definitely pretty arid. See this mesh style telephone pole, which I know I've had success guessing in Spain in the past. Um, sure, it could be. Not sure on that exact shape of the telephone pole, though. Okay, so I have these bollards, which I've been trying to study, which, they're like almost never helpful because there's so many different kinds. Definitely got to do some studying on these road bollards tonight, maybe. Is it Spain? I'm not sure. Where else can this put me? So I know I'm in Europe. Where else would have a very arid landscape? I don't think it's all the way over here in Turkey. I mean, could it potentially be someplace in Croatia? Could this be Greece? Hmm. Not sure I'd see this kind of house in Spain either. Um, and this type of pole. Now I know that they use mesh poles in Spain. I should say the lattice work on them, but I think the tops of the ones in Spain um, look a little bit different. Yeah. Spain is what I was thinking first. That's where my gut was, but after looking at this, I'm not. I don't feel as confident. I guess we're gonna have to find out where it is. I'm gonna put myself somewhere in this part of the world, maybe northern Greece. I feel like maybe Turkey is an option on it. Definitely looks a little bit more dry, and the only places I know that are potentially dry, I mean, the central Spain, and then over here. Let's go for it. Okay, it did end up being Turkey. Um, I feel like I never am able to guess Turkey. But overall, I'm still happy with that guess. I knew it had to be over here. I mean, like I said, I mean, my initial thought was that it was over here in Spain, and then after looking at it again, I didn't think the landscape really added up. Put it into a more arid looking landscape, but so I didn't get the perfect game on that one, going 5 for 5 on the countries. Overall, I think that I had a really strong game. If I was battling head to head with somebody else, I mean, this round may have done a lot of damage to me. But I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have killed me. I think it potentially would have kept me in the game. Live to fight another day. But anyway, let's see how I did. Over 19,000. So I mean, that was a really strong game. A couple of really good guesses. A couple of guesses I didn't really know, like that Mexico round. I didn't really feel like I was in Mexico, but that was definitely a lucky guess. But this one took me a little bit of time to get through, but there was a lot of thinking I had to do. There wasn't a lot of information on the screen that um, I was really able to get right away, but I'm happy I stuck with it, and I'm happy that I had a pretty good game. Um, Anyway, well, I'm going to end it here, and I will be back tomorrow with a game of duels and some more commentary.